We haven't played in a few days. It's been 4 days, I think, since we recorded.
I think so, yeah.
I've been doing a lot of capacity farming. And I finally got my stars.
I haven't yet. I have 965 points. So we're getting there.
Yeah, we're trying to get hers. And it's a grind. It took me 3 weeks. I play about 6 hours a day, I think.
Yeah.
And this is for my dancer. Which I don't think anybody plays anymore, but I like it, you know.
See, not very many people play Dragoon anymore, but I love it. So.
Dragoon's awesome now. They have that new weapon skill damage thing. So it's a good sub job even now. I'm surprised Dragoon's not more popular.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do more of the Adoulin story. That's all we have left is story-wise is Adoulin. So we're gonna try to knock that out.
All right, I'll meet you in Western Adoulin 1.
And the Adoulin has a terrible knack of having hour-long lockouts.
Yes.
Just to spite you.
Which our daughter plays 14, and I was telling her, like, well, we can't do the next mission because we have to wait an hour, and she's like, what? Like, because they don't do that in 14 at all.
No, but it's longer. Maybe they felt that this expansion wasn't long enough, so they had to add this arbitrary.
Yeah, why don't you go think about it for a while, and and come back.
Yeah, think about it for a while. Why don't you go out there and play outside for a minute?
Yes.
You loser.
Give all my crystals to the thing. I had like almost 4 full stacks of wind crystals from our monkey camp this morning.
I gave mine. I gave like 12, 13 stacks of crystals. I'm good.
Up to level.
Huh? So what if I minded my own business playing this nose harp? You wanna fight about it? ... Ugh, I can't take this. Whoever said silence is golden was never on the receiving end of the silent treatment. I feel that way in 14 when people give me the dots.
Yes.
You really want to know why I'm so happy? Let's just say even someone like me who shovels Lay's bureaucratic manure all day has occasion to get excited. You know how everyone was worried about Arcelia's sudden disappearance, right? Then maybe you'd know whether this whopper's actually got some weight behind it or not. They say Arcelia was spirited away by a demonic varmint. Well, what do you think? Could it actually be true?
I'm gonna distract him by humming.
Oh, I never thought I'd say this, but your humming's the most terrifying thing I've ever heard. It sounds like the wailing of the damned. Wait, what were we talking about? Well, the important thing is that the princess is as snug as a bug in a rug once again. Speaking of which, she's been moseying onto her humble establishment quite often ever since she returned. With Ignis's illness eating away at his capability to lead, seeing her sweet face has been a breath of fresh air to the pioneering initiative. Colonization has been marching along the tune of progress, and we Pioneers Coalition members get to gaze upon Arcelia's radiant beauty almost every day. It's enough to move you to song. Oh, come on. I thought you could take a joke. Either way, that's not all her return has blessed with us. I'm not sure why, but even those Prejmudgians in the Order of Weatherspoon have stopped flapping their gums over the colonization issue. I can see finally work without getting a sermon about the Founder King's last words. Come to think of it, I bumped into Ingrid from the very Order the other day. She gave me the dirtiest look I've ever seen in my life when I mentioned your name.
Oh yeah, she would.
You'd have thought I'd spat in the face of the goddess or something. What in the high seas happened between you two? Wait, maybe it's best not to pry. I will say though, Scuttlebutt has it that the exorcists no longer make patrols into the jungle. Could it be that you called upon some unholy powers to manipulate them into...
Level. Less shirking, more working.
Leathery lay?
You can be sure I'll tan your hide if you call me that again, runt.
Whoopsie. Did I say that out loud? I guess I'll have to tell the others we can't use it anymore.
What was that?
Look at the time. So much to do and such a tight schedule. I best put my nose back to the grindstone.
Level, I never knew you were so devoted to performing well.
What? I mean, you can't judge a book by its cover, Maester Lingovo.
If that's the case, then why don't you take a page out of my book and kiss the next day off goodbye?
What? No.
I never know if he's playing cat and mouse with me or if he's really that dumb. As it would happen, I have a request. You see, we've just learned that a problem has arisen within the Couriers Coalition. Even though it may turn out to pose only the tiniest of threats to colonization, we must walk like a cat on eggs. Now that the voice of opposition has finally gone silent, we can't afford to jeopardize the strides we've made. Failure is not an option here. That's why I need you to go to the Couriers Coalition and find the source of this trouble. Will you do that for me?
No problem.
Thank you. Hopefully you can track down and snap this problem's neck in two before it causes us any harm. Happy hunting. We are officially on Chapter 4.
2 chapters left.
Yep. You can go to your objective list and tutorial and go to Adoulin, and we've done 1, 2, and 3.
Tutorial, Altana, Adoulin, sorry. And we got our final capacity bonus when we finish this.
I'm not sure where the couriers... Members Coalition, Inventors Coalition.
We're going to Western or Eastern?
Let's try Eastern. I'm looking for the Couriers Guild, or Coalition. I don't see it.
There's Peacekeepers Coalition. Let's just go to Peacekeepers and look on our map and see if we can find it.
I'll look it up for us. Oh, of course, we were wrong. It's Western. It
Shit.
looks... Their flag looks like a little wheel.
Pioneers Coalition?
No, Couriers looks like a little wheel. Oh, go to Platia Triumphus. It's just north of that.
I see it. Everyone has their own waypoint besides that one building, I guess.
I guess so.
Takes a while for my stuff to load. There we go.
Oh, here. Talk to Kipling.
Darn me to the darkness. Whoa, it's been such a long time since I last saw you. What's the matter? We've no place to store this massive cargo destined for the Middle Lands, that's what. None of the documents are even in order. It's partly the finance minister's fault, but still. You do know that the minister has to sign off on all national transactions, right? Of course, that doesn't apply to private business deals, so you'd think the work would be manageable enough. However, every form has been littered with mistakes lately. It's plunged the warehouse into utter chaos, I tell you. Now that I mention it, I don't recall a time when Adoulin's finances were in such a state. The Order of Voltaurus trains their members well. Every minister I've heard of has studied there, and they've all been absolute sorcerers with numbers. Perhaps the greatest of them all is our current one, Melvian D. Melicro, I think, or Roy. He even tallied hundreds of different accounts in the blink of an eye, all while eating a 3-course breakfast. He's like a hobbit. He needs but a brief glance over even a tower of documents to spot every single error, and only a few swift strokes of the quill to rectify them. That's what makes this rash of obvious mistakes even more odd. We've seen not just mathematical errors, but whole chunks of information omitted. Thanks to the ministry's sloppy work, our warehouse is overflowing with some materials and completely lacking others. It's physically impossible to fulfill all of our orders with what we have. Sorry to drag you into this, but could you possibly head to the waterfront and check on how things are going? I'm sure it's all topsy-turvy over there, but maybe you can find which end is up.
They're having supply problems. Best get the Warrior of Light to go handle it.
I know, right? We saved the world 10 times over.
Right?
14's a huge, what's the word I'm looking for? Like every expansion, like they forget like all the things you've done and you're just doing fetch quests.
Yes. Okay, Western, and then Adoulin Waterfront. It's the very last one on the list. This one's really bad at it too, though. Like, we got rank 10 in all nations, and then like we were in treasures, and Tryon didn't know who we were.
Yeah.
It was like...
It's kind of funny though.
Yeah. It'll ask us for a different random item to go get.
Oh, I love that. When will this drudgery cease? What would a pioneer like you be doing at the cesspool of a warehouse? How's it going? Do you even need to ask? Take a look around. It's a bedlam incarnate. We have a dearth of bare necessities and a surplus of luxury items. I cannot fathom how our city will be able to subsist if this ridiculousness continues any further. Gulbarian, may I have a word with you? If you think I have the time for idle twaddle, you are sorely... Oh, my apologies, Lord Estian. You have no time for kissing up to people. I am here to inform you that we still do not have an adequate time frame for shipping you know what.
You know what?
You surely do not mean... Oh, this is enough to make me bash my head against the warehouse wall. Do you see what I mean, Pioneer? It is a veritable maelstrom here. Oh my.
Oh my.
Oh my. You would not happen to be Rewind and Noxie by any chance, would you? Have I heard of you? Of course I have. I would venture that there is a nary a person in Castle Adoulin who has not heard your name. It echoes from the rafters wherever Patreons and servants alike gather. What? This mealy-mouthed girl is really that famous? Indeed she is. I assume that is thanks in large part to how much trust Arcelia places in her. That hardly comes as a surprise, though, if the tales of Rewind and Noxie's adventures in the Middle Lands are to be believed. While we are on the topic of introductions, allow me to make my own. My name is Estienne, and I am an aide of Melvian D. Maelcroy. Sir Melvian has been preoccupied of late with other tasks, so I have assumed his ministerial duties for the time being. And a right mess of it you have made, too. Would I could argue with that statement? Yes, I admit that my capabilities pale in comparison to the minister's. In my defense, though, no being could review dozens of documents simultaneously as he does. It's not as hyperbolic in the least to suggest that Melvian is the single biggest reason for the nation's mercantile success. I have barely slept a wink in the past fortnight. yet have come nowhere near to replicating his FFXI, huh? What? A land shiver?
I'm gonna start calling earthquakes that.
Land shivers. It would stand to reason, seeing how there has been a spat of them recently. For certain, they are equally as disheartening as the current distribution situation, if not more so. The last one of some force decimated a church on a nearby islet. Islet. To think, a building of historic significance that stood for generations, gone in an instant. Where would we ever find the bald with which to rebuild it? Although I suppose that is the least of our worries at this juncture. Which brings me to something I would like to discuss with you. To tell the truth, we have been saddled with a tall order from your homeland. They request a contrivance, which is often made by our very own inventors' coalition. To craft it, we need an elf skin, a lock of manticore hair, a buffalo horn, square of manticore leather, and square of buffalo leather. Is that all random?
No, those are like all the things they need, and then they're gonna pick one random one for us to go get.
Oh shit. Nothing else comes to mind, at least. As you may have already surmised, the commodity in question is a bison jacket. That's for me?
No.
Oh. Made from the finest of Vulcan materials, it proved so popular that it found its way to the Middlelands generations prior. The coalition artisans that stitch them are so finely skilled that not even the most scrupulous of fashionistas can tell the difference between those jackets and the originals. Therefore, it is only natural that we are inundated with orders from the Middlelands. While we have measures in place to fulfill this hearty demand, we simply are not prepared for an order of those proportions. Oh, and by the way, yes, I now realize I forgot to add one of those items I mentioned to the official list of required materials we sent earlier. Please forgive me for this oversight. Thanks to my folly, we are now short on locks of manticore hair.
Cool, that's what I need too.
We got lucky, huh?
Yep.
Our client is breathing down my neck about a shipment, so I will likely need to ask other pioneers to lend me their aid as well. I beseech you, could you please find it in your heart of hearts to help rectify my mistake?
Sure.
Your largest truly knows no bounds. Once you've procured 4 manticore hairs, I would ask that you bring it to Golberian at the warehouse for safekeeping. May the heavens light your way.
Alright, we'll check the auction house first, and if not, I'll switch to Thief and we'll go get manticore hairs.
Shouldn't be too tough.
Yeah. You just like go to the Altepa desert, probably get 1 per monster at least, with the amount of treasure hunter I have. Western Adoulin auction house. Maybe we'll get lucky and there'll be a stack of 12.
I hope so.
Maybe that's alchemy? Maybe?
I'm gonna check leather.
Nope. I'll try cloth.
It's leather. Wait, no. There's manticore leather and manticore hide.
Manticore hair is in Clothcraft, and there is stacks of 12. Ooh, 100,000. I'll buy it, and you can just give me 50,000.
Why are they so expensive?
Because nobody wants to go out to Altepa and farm. It's a lazy tax.
Everything in this game is.
Wrong thing.
I'm not paying 50,000 for that. Nice try.
Western Adoulin, Adoulin Waterfront. Okay, trade 4 to the door.
You know, the lazy buttheads can go buy their own at the auction house.
Right?
Your help is much appreciated. With this in our hands, we can finally ship out. One last thing. Could you inform the Couriers Coalition that we will soon be able to provide them with their portion as well? Thank you so much.
All right. Western Adoulin, Platia Triumphus.
I can't believe we're so close to beating this game like entirely.
I know.
It's taken us 3 years.
Yep.
Off and on.
We did your fetch quest.
Speak of the demon. If it isn't you, we just received our allotment of the goods you helped procure. I'm sure you've already been thanked, but allow me to do so too. Judging from my gathered, the waterfront must have been in pandemonium. So the fiasco was all due to the finance ministry's miscalculations. That's rather odd. Melvian, his mind is I'm not going to pronounce that, is sharper than a spear, and his passion for the colonization movement burns brighter than a wildfire. Someone as intelligent as he must see that any negative impact on trade with the Middle Lands will adversely affect pioneering. I guess the rumors were true after all.
What rumors?
I can't attest to the veracity of these claims, but I heard that the majority of the finance minister's duties are now being handled by aides. However, even this legion of assistants can't seem to match his bookkeeping prowess. Now he's been able to stay afloat, and the veritable sea of paperwork is beyond me, but it reaffirms just how extraordinary an individual he is. Anyway, my point is that the myriad hardships have befallen our sacred city in his absence. Such is the inevitable consequence of a whole organization relying on one person, I suppose. As they say, a bridge with one abutment can't help but collapse. We all say that, right?
I mean, I say that every day.
Or at least that's what my mentor always said. In retrospect, perhaps I shouldn't be making light of the situation when the nation's fate is at stake. Wouldn't be prudent. What would be prudent, though, is apprising Maester Rignald of the possible development. They may still be just rumors, but our little talk just now has given me pause. One can never be too cautious with such sensitive information. Thanks for helping me make up my mind. Oh, and for helping down at the waterfront, too.
Alright, so we go talk to Level at the Pioneers Coalition, and then it makes us wait till the next game day. So, Western Adoulin, Pioneers.
It's like your Apple phone telling you should get up. It's been an hour. That's what this game does.
Yes, pretty much.
Yeah, you've been playing for an hour. Time to get up.
Time to get up, yeah. Go walk around, play outside. Catch up on your work emails. Ah, what exactly was brewing at the Couriers Coalition? I see. So the finance ministry has nincompoops as big as ours, huh? You might not feel that you've done much, but trading is all about trust, and you've definitely earned the courier coalitions.
What's that? They saved the day once again? I knew from the very first moment I laid eyes on you that you were destined to become a walking legend.
And the more I listen to your caterwauling, the more I'm convinced you've never been anything but a walking travesty.
That's not true. Right? Right?
He's passionate about his job. Well, he's definitely a different breed of cat. One that won't even scratch when I tell him I'm going to double his assignments.
What? No!
Always find that Level's work improves when he has a fire under his tail. As always, I appreciate what you've done for us. This may not be much, but you more than deserve it. I wonder what Melvian is preoccupying himself with, though. I don't know of anyone who needs his expertise right now. Ooh, 500 bailed.
Nice.
Whatever will I do with it all?
Are we locked out now?
Yeah,
Guess we'll have our break.
sounds good.
Keep running into the wall here. We bought her a new belt. We're kind of debating what to buy, and we bought her.
I bought it.
Well, she bought it.
You did not
I recommended
help.
it. I was like, double attack 8% is, and 7% haste and 12 accuracy. That's pretty awesome, in my opinion.
I think so too, yeah.
You want double attack.
Yeah, for sure. My mantle gives me double attack plus 20% when I do a jump. So that's pretty cool too.
Well, plus you'll get 10% eventually once you get on the sap
Yeah.
portion of it. Ah, just the pioneer I wanted to see. The princess is here to see you.
I had a hunch I could find you here. You do remember what transpired in Khmer Drifts, don't you? Like yesterday. Just like 3 days ago, but
I know,
still.
right?
Then I assume you'll be interested in hearing exactly where the light that spewed forth from Othersine was directing us. After we parted ways, I took the liberty of unsheathing the blade in one more spot. That way, it would create another line for reference. And once the two separate paths had to intersect eventually, I used that to approximate the location. Just to be sure, I compared my proposed site with ancient records like the Founder King's travel log. While none of my sources were too exact, I think it's safe to say we must head for the summit of Mount Khmer. One of the entries mentioned King August's visit to the mountain, which is probably as much proof as we're going to get. My guess is that we'll find the serpent of the sky roosting there, shimmering scales and all. At least that's what the word of my father's poems say to me. In an age whence shade denon his land, the oar of the swallow's white word shall be fulfilled. The warrants of the forest shall rise the mirk blade high, and one of the white feathers shall flourishen the sword's sext.
Sure.
If we're to believe in them, then the dragon that resides there is probably the key to quelling the strange plague afflicting our continent. For these reasons and more, would you mind accompanying me to the top of Mount Khmer?
Yes, of course.
Thank you so much. Come to think of it, I've never actually met a dragon face to face, or snout. I can't help but feel afraid at just the thought of it. At least you'll be by my side. As an adventurer, you've probably bested whole broods of them. If that's the case, then I have nothing to fear at all. How lucky I am to have met you. Enough twittering like a schoolgirl, though. This is no trivial matter. When you've properly steeled yourself for the journey, come meet me at Jorius Yet. Well, she knows I'm a dragoon, right? So
Yeah.
Fighting dragons is my specialty.
No, I never once thought about stopping Arcelia. Why? Because despite her claims of being scared, I'm confident that she's as tough as any dragon. Besides, she's ventured deep into the jungle countless times already. No? Hold on one second.
Tidbits for you to chew on.
Okay, so I already said that. You know how you said you had no idea whether or not Arcelia was carried off by some beast? Well, I might have overheard the answer. Word has it that she was indeed dragged away in the blood-stained maw of some otherworldly abomination while resting outside the city gates. Does that get your knees a knockin' or what? What? You can be sure that Arcelia had the worst of it, but even the Order of Weatherspoon-led search party traveled a rocky road straight off the cliff of humiliation. They not only failed to find any clues as to her whereabouts by themselves, but were ambushed by hordes of creatures, the likes of which were heretofore undocumented. I haven't heard that word before. Some members had even returned with grave wounds. supposedly inflicted by a tiger of monumental stature. Luckily, some capable pioneers stumbled upon them and were able to use their superior tracking skills to lead the exorcist to our princess. A close call for certain.
Yeah, that was all us.
Yep. And what of Arcilia? I hear you thinking. The powers that be within the 12 orders forcibly persuaded the Order of Adoulin to forbid her from entering the jungle on account of the dangers present there. I understand their cause of concern, seeing as how Arcilia to be the next in line to lead the nation, should her brother's health continue to fail.
What happened after that?
What do you think happened? My phone's a piece of shit sometimes. Like, I plug the USB in, and it just doesn't charge.
Well,
You have to like shove it in there, man. My phone's like defective, and it's like pretty much new. Have I said that line yet? She's not.
Nope.
She's not one to just lie there after falling off her horse. She got back up and registered herself as a pioneer. That's what. I believe her exact words were, "Our sovereign nation is no monarchy, nor is anyone from our order guaranteed a position of leadership. As long as my brother remains the chancellor, I'm just another citizen of this fine city. Furthermore, as any citizen may apply to become a pioneer, I choose to exercise that right. I assume none of you take issue with the legislation you first enacted, do you?" I just about spit the frontier soda I was drinking all over Lay when I heard about it. To think that Arcilia already wants to head back to the jungle despite almost being devoured. Or is it exactly because of the experience that she decided to get official permission this time? Although, I guess the maesters and ministers would rather have her trapezing around the forest under the auspices of the Pioneers Coalition than sneaking off in the dead of night. None of this really answers the question of what the monster wanted from her, but maybe this is a perfect case of all's well that ends well. Anyway, the bottom line is that no one can stop Arcilia now. It's not like she'll be completely on her own, either. Her order will be informed each and every time she passes through Joyce's Yet, and they're bound to employ a bodyguard for her when you're off slicing your way through the jungle. Now, when you escort the princess, you'll not only have her opinion of you on her mind, but the eyes of every member of every Adoulinian order on your back. Does this get your blood pumping or what? In all seriousness, though, I believe in you. The fate of our princess is in your hands.
I've never seen a more determined face than yours right now. Good to know you're ready. Well then, shall we get going for Mount Khmer?
Sure, but we're taking the waypoint. I'm not walking.
That's right. We've done that once when we were getting all the prerequisite stuff, and that's a long walk. It says our home point crystal is going to be the fastest.
Hopefully we have it.
I think we do.
What's...
Darn.
We don't have it?
Nope. Okay.
I thought we had them all.
Thought so too. Mere drifts. I think...
We've been here before.
Oh yeah, lots of times. We need to head to H5.
Yeah, the crystal, we probably just never found it. It's a maze out here.
Yes, it is. Are you with me?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
I'm on your butt. On your 6. In the rear with the gear. Do you think we need trust or no?
We might make it faster to get rid of this. I like how she casted Frailty on the icy palisade.
Why no? Maybe it works, who knows? I get a lot of those candy capes. I don't want it. I'm not a thief, don't want it. I've tossed 1,000 of these things. Especially now that you can use the awesome capes from an ambuscade, like all this is...
Yeah.
That's usually the best thing you can wear now is the ambuscade cape.
Especially since you can put so many stats into it.
I don't think we came this far last time. We gave up and we're out of here.
I think I might see the way to go on that.
I get all those rings too.
Yep. I just throw them away.
Worthless.
I think so.
There's someone out here?
I know we never see people out in the wild. Okay, there's a new teleport. Those are always good to unlock.
Got it.
You must wait longer to get on your mount.
Hold on. I'll give you the next best thing.
Ooh, thank you. Let's go ahead and get that crystal up there.
Yes. Now we have it.
Yep. This
Yay.
over here is the entrance to one of the 3 big bosses that we haven't fought yet that gives us 3% capacity boost. But it's supposed to be really, really hard.
Yeah. We have enough boosts as it is, fine.
Yeah.
I love watching Otaru run really fast. Cute.
Can't catch me, tigers.
Oh, they hit you in the butt. Are we about the zone?
No, but I was just getting him up to where we needed to be, and then we can just wipe him out. We'll just go ahead and kill him.
Attack, attack, attack! Come on, you lazy Taru, kill her.
I know, right?
I wonder if the crappy USB port is mostly like a Pro Max thing, because your phone doesn't do that.
No, it doesn't.
Mine's loosey-goosey. You put the USB in there, it's like all like crooked, and you have to like really like shove it in there, and sometimes it works. If you barely touch your phone, it'll go off.
Yeah, that's not good.
It's really annoying. I thought about playing a different game, but I was like, we're so close to beating it. I feel like if we like get distracted, it'll be another 2 months until we beat this.
Yeah, because I really would like to play something else, but I get it.
Let's get it over with.
I want to play Dark Souls the way you have it set up, where you can see both of our screens.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That is a cool looking dragon.
Be gone from here, you frail mortals. Should have thought twice before ascending this peak. I have no patience for those who desecrate the forest. Depart at once. If you do not, then I have no choice but to swing the radiant hammer of vengeance down upon you, meager frames.
Wait, Your Eminence. Before you judge us, I would like you to take a look at this.
That blade.
Can you show him proof of your bonds to this forest too? Sounds like a plan.
Orthar sign and Rosalada's poem. Is that even English? You mean to tell me that you are not like the rest of those pillagers, but staunch believers in August and his desire to preserve the forest?
You refer to the Founder King by his first name, so you knew him personally? But he lived centuries upon centuries ago. You couldn't possibly.
Of course I knew him, for I am a Sachka. Not only did I know the first Adoulin king, I swore my allegiance to him. Was it centuries ago? Millennia? Time flows for many things, but upon Sachka it touches not. CS change?
Seas?
Seas change? Oh, lands change. Even should the stars fade from existence, the covenant made from August shall not break. In my eyes, the lives of your kind are as delicate and transient as bubbles in a stream. Your moments of glory were sparks from flint. Inconsequential? Insignificant? Insubstantial? Such is how I came to conceive of your peoples. Talks like a snake.
Yeah, he does.
August has been the only exception. His aura shone brighter than my refulgent scales, and his resolve was strong enough to wrest me from the realm of shadows. That is not the lone justification for why my memory of him will persist until the end of time, but it is an important one. And what of you, spinely-legged foe? What foe?
I think so, yeah, like a horse.
Does the respect for the king you claim to harbor within that minuscule bosom of yours amount to even a drop in the sea compared to what I showed him while he was alive? That is a very long sentence. He has called my boobs small.
Yes, he did. How rude.
Hopefully you can at least answer this simple question. Well, we don't have boob sliders like we do in 14. I'm sorry.
That's true. I always jack that up to 100.
In 14, I go max, man.
Me too.
14 go beyond max.
Beyond max.
As a preface, you are aware of the 7 guardians that protect the Obolkan hinterland, are you not?
Yes, I am. They're the Nakuls, right?
It is the ephemeral subcrit. They have been given by your kind very well. I shall not waste my breath explaining the rest. Good thing I'm not a voice actor. However, there was one more guardian who fought alongside August, a worthy tiger whose fur shone a lustrous gold.
That must be Tercolin. I recall reading about him during one of my trips to the library. What was the title of the book, though? Ah, His Majesty and the Golden Beast. That's it.
Books, an inconvenient form of immortality. But perhaps the best your ephemeral kind can hope for. If you are truly learned, you should have no qualms about a simple test. Pray tell me, where did August meet Tercolin in combat?
Where they fought, you say? Well, that would be... what do we do? I don't remember that detail at all. Ah, it's a trick question. The story makes no mention of where they fought.
Confidence conceals ignorance only when the other party is ignorant as well. You misguided fool. In the end, you care as little for August as I care for dissemblers. The one who saved me from the place where even the faintest hint of light is swallowed whole. Nestlings such as you could never hope to fathom his greatness. I was foolish to believe otherwise. I will not stand for this moment longer. I know not why you trespass upon this land, and I no longer care. There's nothing left to discuss, for you have proven beyond a doubt that you are incapable of understanding Augustus' will. Remove yourselves from my presence. Our conversation has left me weary of both speaking with mortals and with life itself.
Dude, his eye is twitching.
I'm so embarrassed. I'm sorry, that's you.
I'm sorry. I'm so embarrassed. I don't want to admit it, but maybe he's right after all. It was silly of me to come here knowing so little. If I'm to make amends, there's only one thing left to do. Let's burrow deep into Adoulin's vault of knowledge, leaving no page unturned in our wake. Let me put my warp ring on.
The best in-slot item right there is your warp ring.
Always take it off when we're actually fighting things.
Are we close to the next hour walkout?
No. About an hour away.
Where'd you go?
I'm right here next to you.
Oh.
Eastern Adoulin. Okay, Eastern Adoulin Scouts Coalition.
I need a haircut.
Arcelia, Noxie, Rewind, what a pleasant surprise. I assume you're here to read more about the Founder King? If so, I have some unwelcome news. You've already read all our tomes that discuss what took place circa the establishment of our nation. Is that so? Do you have any idea what to do now? If there are no books left to read, how are we ever going to answer that dragon's question? Pardon my ignorance, Arcelia. I forgot about the existence of a certain section. A certain section? Verily, warily. Allow me to educate you on an oft overlooked part of our institution. But first, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Oshasha, and I'm the conservator of this library. We have a severe dearth of patrons with an interest in the continent's ancient Toru history, so it took me an exceptionally long time to recall that we have closed stacks as well. Closed stacks? Precisely. As of now, you've only been reading the books available to the general public. In other words, you've not laid a finger-winger on the pages of any concealed work.
A concealed work?
Sorry if I'm getting a bit ahead of myself. Adrian here is much more eloquent Taru than me, so I'll let her explain. Of course, ma'am. This is a blatant abuse of your power. Wow, time sure flies when you're having fun. I simply must get back to my research so I can be ready for the next symposium. Good luck, Adrian. He's cute.
Yeah.
Well, concealed works are tomes that may not be removed from the premises. I would be more than happy to wade through the stacks for you, but I cannot take the plunge without some direction. Are there really that many books back there? Indeed there are. Though Adoulin was founded long ago, it was not long enough ago to predate the written word. The books are practically cascading from the shelves, so voluminous are they. Pioneers also contribute to the archives every day by returning from the jungle with field reports. It would not do for some of the information contained within to be seen by common citizens. Therefore, many of the reports are relegated to the stacks for safekeeping. In summation, it is impossible to provide you with every tome from this ever-growing mass of vellum. I will need a subject via which to select a few relevant texts. Well, what topic do you suggest we have her look for?
What do you think?
How about his battle? Because that's what the dragon was asking about.
King's Battle?
Yeah. The Founder King's battle, you say? Very well, I shall march back with an appropriate document post-haste. I trust this is the sort of tome for which you are searching.
Why do we have battle music for reading books?
Oh my! Look here! The most fearsome adversaries the king and his retinue faced during the Great Expedition were the Cimmerian adherents. With the aid of the Aurelian tiger, King August and his forces plunged deeper and deeper into the wildlands. However, with the fall of the night came heated battle with the Cimmerian adherents, an event that was repeated seemingly ad infinitum.
Infinitum?
No matter how many victories they earned, or how many foul creatures they dispatched, the night continued to bring with it an umbral assault. The abominations knew neither fatigue nor fear, and plagued the retinue to its breaking point. The fiend's reign of terror did not stop with the king's party, though. The creatures were said to loathe all things that drew breath or energy from the sun. They poisoned the land, blighted the trees, and massacred every animal they laid eyes upon. As the days passed, the king learned that these dark minions had also beleaguered the gold pelt and his forest for countless nights. This epiphany redoubled their determination. No longer were they fighting for themselves, but for their companions as well. Then, one evenfall, a bloodbath rained down upon the Ubukan jungle, painting its lush vegetation a mournful shade of red. This event began with an enemy ambuscade. Ring upon ring of nocturnal horrors encircled the king and his followers. The danger became even more palpable with each passing second as the shadowy... Whoops, I pressed enter. Grunts ilmed ever closer. The resplendent feline expended his remaining stamina to unleash a terrifying attack that felled all the surrounding enemies. This selfless act brought the king and his companions enough time to escape, but also cost the tiger his life. Aww. How tragic. The tiger died to protect August Adoulin. Incited by the display of the wildcat's bravery, his son, the king, and the monarch's 11 stalwart crusaders pressed on in the face of the nightmarish barrage. The conflict lasted for so long that it all involved lost count of the days spent cleaving chunks of flesh from their assailants. At last, however, the forces of the night were pushed back to the sorcerous ruins from which they first emerged. It was there that the explorers were met with that which controlled the entirety of the Cimmerian adherents. The mastermind behind the invasion of Ulbuka and the destruction of its lands was... Who or what reigned over the Cimmerian adherents? This is getting really good. Oh no! Just my luck that the most important page in the entire record has been ripped out. But wait, haven't there been sightings of beings similar to what this text calls dark minions and Cimmerian adherents? If that's the case, then why are these creatures appearing again out of nowhere? They should be confined to the pages of history books and lines of old wives' tales, not roaming the jungles of present-day Ulbuka. Some say that the Cimmerian adherents crawled up out of their subterranean den at the behest of some being. If only we knew its identity. Oh no, we have to read 3 more books? Let's just do the top one and it's your turn. The Founder King's Retinue, is it? Wait but a moment, I will return with an applicable volume.
Go, now we have to read all the books? With the battle music.
I trust this is the sort of tome for which you were searching.
I'm glad there's all females in this cutscene.
Oh no, the next book is yours. What have we here? Your turn!
The Founder King, August Adoulin, was a charismatic personage who incited a number of valiant individuals to join his cause. This feat might have proved difficult for the lesser men, but for King August, it was child's play. His character was unimpeachable, and his gallantry non-parallel. I'm not sure if that's the right way to say that.
Me neither.
Unparalleled. Even those whom he defeated in combat would utter his praises before exhaling their final breath. Employing his uncanny charisma, he was able to subjugate the ferocious beasts that prowled the Adoulin Islands, unify the warlords of the various outlying islets, and establish himself as their leader. Is islets a word?
I think so.
I've never heard it before. These farmer warlords, former warlords numbered 11 strong, and they formed what would eventually be known as the 11 of the 12 orders, excepting only the king's house. With the support of his 11 vassals, he turned his focus inward to the Adoulin mainland and trod upon its primordial plains in hope of taming them. Pressing even further into the maze of vegetation, they stumbled upon a swath of woodland now known as Eurasia Wild, wherein they encountered a tiger that loomed larger, than the most expansive manse of the day, and whose pelt was a radiant gold that would catch the sun's rays just right to melt the eyes of any who dared gaze upon it for more than a few moments. This massive beast claimed to be the ruler of all who inhabited the jungle, and challenged the founder king with an ear-splitting roar. "My name is Turkalon, and you may only proceed once I lay lifeless upon the forest floor." With that guttural proclamation, the creatures surrounding the king withdrew, leaving what they assumed would be the best pickings to their pack leader. As a rejoinder, August vowed to skin the feline alive if he laid a claw of any one of his king's followers, and the two began staring each other down in a silence that finally broke half a day hence. The battle raged on for 7 suns, with it ending by moonlight on the 7th night. Jeez. Neither Wildcat nor Warrior could deny the other's raw power, so they stopped the duel in favor of a long-lasting friendship. As a symbol of their new alliance, the tiger entrusted his son to the care of one of the 11's 11 bannermen. This is the first known inhabitant whom the king befriended, but also far from the last. August continued to push deeper into the continent's verdant abyss, where he would confront still more natives seeking to drive him from their sacred territory.
This is certainly a lot more descriptive than the last thing I read here. It indulges in a bit too much hyperbole for my taste, but it does convey the point that their battle was hard fought. Even better, it also tells us the answer to Sujaka's question. It said the king and his feline opponent fought in Eurasia Wild, right? That gets me to thinking. Could the gold tiger that saved me possibly be related to the one in this document?
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh, I'm on a step stool. You already knew? Are you? Are you on a step stool?
No.
Oh my gosh, I'm so cute. What, he told you himself? I guess you did say something earlier about being able to communicate with him. He possesses some arcane power by which he can speak directly to you without having to open his mouth, right? That does seem rather strange, but I believe it since you've already shown us something similar with the Leafkin matriarch. What really piques my interest, though, is how you earned his trust enough for him to tell you anything.
Alright, time for his death, I guess.
The Founder King's death it is, then. Please bear with me while I search for a script germane to it.
I'll need lunch after this.
Me too.
I'm getting hungry.
I regret to inform you that while such a text does exist in our records, I simply cannot find it anywhere in the closed stacks. What? How can that be if people aren't able to check them out? Well, according to the log, we gave one of the ministers special permission to borrow it. One of the ministers? Yes, it says here that we lent it to Melvian. Melvian?
I am extremely sorry for both the interruption and my tardiness. We have taken much too long to return this tome you so kindly lent us from the closed stacks. Why, Lady Arcelia, with Rewind and Noxie in tow. I did not expect to see you two here. what, may I ask, is it that you have come to research? Oh, perhaps we should continue the discussion after I finish what I came here to do. You see, Lord Dill Malacroix's butler informed me that a rather peculiar tome emblazoned with the Selenia Library seal had been lying on his desk for an extended period of time. However, the minister himself is indisposed at the moment. As luck would have it, I had business to conduct in the vicinity, so I am here in his stead.
Thank you so much for your diligence, Estiniano, and I'm sorry you had to... Ah, this is it! Arcilia, Noxie Rewind. This is the book I was talking about. It's the only one in our archives that deals with the death of the Founder King.
I got the impression that Lord de Malacroix was particularly concerned with the contents of the text. I would often see his nose buried within its pages. I surmised that that was the reason it had yet to be returned.
Well, if he was so enthralled with it that he could hardly put it down. Let's not waste any time. Skip past the table of contents and on to the real text.
Give me the Cliff Notes version, will you?
Not a soul bore witness to the king's demise. The king and his followers stepped into those mysterious ruins, wherein the Serpentine Labyrinth, dubbed such due to the fact that it contained as many branching passageways as leaves in the jungle, sprawled before them. The Serpentine Labyrinth? Does that sound like anything you've heard of before?
Sounds like Rock Kaznar.
Is that the ancient structure embedded within the crags of Khmer Drifts? Now that you mention it, I do recall a story from my youth about a certain old building buried deep underground. Rakazner and this Serpentine Labyrinth could very well be one and the same. I always assumed such tales were only told to scare children or stimulate their imaginations, but maybe there's some truth to this one after all. Either way, let's continue reading before we jump to any conclusions. The hordes of uncanny terrors that crawled above ground to corrupt the land all did so from that very labyrinth. By this time, the king's ranks had been thinned by the droves of aberrations that had already fallen to the hero's blades. However, that did not the least to shorten his strides into this den of iniquity. Each footfall they took resounded with a booming determination to prevent this colliginous menace from ever resurfacing. And yet, with the exception of one subordinate, the steps of every person who made the descent with King August, I accidentally pressed enter, were silenced within that abysmal mausoleum.
Whoops.
The lone person to survive was Morimar, the king's general and tamer of beasts. He emerged from the chaos with the golden tiger's next of kin, and no one else. With the Founder King nowhere to be seen, and most of Morimar's account lost to the slow tick of time, all we can do is conjecture about the king's fate. That conjecture, sadly, can only be based upon the few curt words his general spoke of the terrible incident. From them, we can conclude that King August expended his life inside the bowels of the Serpentine Labyrinth, clashing with... For the goddess' sake, the rest of this tome is completely illegible. The battle was a spectacle of atrocious beauty, with hacked limbs and ruptured veins decorating each and every winding corridor of the subterranean maze. Explorer after explorer in the king's retinue was struck down, but not before they could drag regiments of oppressors to the grave with them. King August used himself as a shield to allow Morimar time with which to return soil side. With little to no room for error, and even less for respite, the monarch's chances of climbing back up from those treacherous depths were lamentably slim. They had a thesaurus at the ready when they wrote this storyline.
Oh, I know.
Morimar hurried back to Castle Adoulin, the king's cherished blade swinging from his side and a message from the sovereign on his lips. No more shall we colonize the hinterland. With that, he passed the sword on to the callow prince and princess and promptly departed. Orther sign. His orders fulfilled, Moramar vanished from sight, never to be seen again. Even after his disappearance, tales of his and his feline companions' efforts to preserve the forest waft above the heads of citizens throughout Adoulin's bifurcated districts to this day. So, King August never did make it back above ground. Then his grave in Rala waterways is nothing but a memorial.
His grave in the waterways?
There's a sepulchre that was erected in the Rala waterways for the Founder King. I always assumed that his body was entombed there, but that doesn't seem to be the case.
That is the first I have heard of this as well. Perhaps Chancellor Ignis could provide some insight into his quandary.
Maybe.
Although I suppose your father also disappeared under peculiar circumstances, he may not have told Ignis anything. Oh, how thoughtless of me. I should have not touched upon such an obviously sensitive issue.
Of course, since he brought it up.
Have you... what was that word? Acuixes?
Acuixes? Maybe.
Living in your ears, did you not just hear that it is a delicate subject for the princess? I care not whether you are a venerated pioneer. There are some topics you simply do not broach, no matter your station.
It's alright. I don't mind. It never occurred to me that building a grave beneath the city amongst a series of canals was odd, but thinking it over, why not erect a monument in one of the plazas where everyone can see it? Anyway, we've done our job researching. The Cimmerian adherents, the Serpentine Labyrinth, the truth about the Founder King's grave. I feel like I have more questions now than when we first came in, but this should be more than enough to appease that surly serpent. Let's make our way back to Mount Khmer and find out once and for all what's ravaging the jungle. After lunch.
I thought we had another book left.
The last book was about the Founder King's preference for sweets, so maybe that one was just like
For fun.
a fluffy.
A fluffy. Alright, what are we doing now?
All right, follow me. Crystal warp. Now that we know we can, to the Khmer drifts. The dragon's gonna ask us a bunch of questions based on our reading at the library, and I have all the correct answers for us.
Oh, good, because I was reading it, but maybe not that paying that close of attention.
Right? And we don't want to get a question wrong and have to do it all over again.
That's true. I wonder if since you're a dragoon, you're gonna make him nervous.
I should. He should feel intimidated by me.
I know. petulant children, did I not ask you to be gone from my sight?
We swear that we have no intention of harming the jungle. Please hear our plea.
Then it is my sworn duty as a protector of this land to confirm if your intent matches your words. It matters little which of you engages in this test, as I am to put forth, but anger me further and your life is forfeit. Make light of this trial, and I shall grind your skulls between my teeth and suck the marrow from your bones.
We shall not.
Well, how unexpected. The girl is putting on airs. Yet pride always comes before a fall. Let us hope that the fire in your eyes does not become quenched by the avalanche of failure. And an avalanche it shall be, should you make even one misstep. Let the first trial begin. The King of Legends was saved by a tiger whose mane looked to be woven from golden threads. Where was the site of their struggle?
Yorcia wield.
What she said. The truth is never a low-hanging fruit, free for all to pluck. It comes only to those willing to snatch it from the heavens. Though I did not bear witness to the truth. Turkalon and August incessantly regaled me with every last detail, and I could recite the story of my heart. Beyond doubt, the two struggled valiantly, with August staring straight into the abyss and dragging forth victory from its gaping maw. Turkalon thus chose to serve the fabled one, learning to love him as much as I did. Now, for the second test. Turkalon's cub was entrusted to one of August's most trusted generals. I assume you came across this fact in your studies. Whom was this man?
Moramar.
Yes, that is correct. A truly powerful individual indeed, though his star did not shine as brightly as his lord's. August's 11 generals were the only men and women to ever move my heart. That remains true to this day. Let us move to the final question. When all seemed lost and the king made his last stand, where was it that he fought tooth and claw?
The Serpentine Labyrinth.
That is correct, young one. You have prepared well for this encounter. I recognize you as heritors to August's will, and will grant you one brief audience.
Phew. I'm always glad to have you by my side. I don't know what I would have done.
Bless me.
Bless you.
There are limits to that which man has recorded in his annals. But as I said before, truth is a fruit found only by the intellectually ravenous.
Then you know details hidden from our eyes and ears.
Beyond doubt.
Sajaka, you mentioned that it was August, the Founder King, who released you.
Your memory is sharp as a fresh blade, young one. And what about you, daughter of man? Do you recall this tale?
Yes, it does.
I had taken you both for fools, but now I see that you are worthy. Yes, that tale is yet another in the series of truths. I am not of Balkan origin. The time is not right for me to explain the story in its entirety, but suffice to say, I was long chained down in a terrible domain, and it was the king who released me from my prison. Never again will I return there, nor will they.
Who are they?
You mentioned earlier that the beings you know as the Nakuls. So you have vanquished them. Perhaps it is as he said, I should not look down on the daughters of man.
As who said? Sajaka, as pioneers whose charge it is to open up the jungle, clashes with the Nakuls are inevitable. We knew it from the very beginning.
Pioneering. Unsurprising, given that they are the guardians of Ubuka. We are quite alike, the Nakuls and I. We are all residents of a land we cannot call our own, rescued from fate by the one you call the Founder King. They obeyed his will, much like I did, and when he ordered them to guard 6 locations around Ubuka, they were bound to obey. That is how they came to protect this land. The ancient pact declared that they were to remain distant, on the affairs of mortals and shelter the jungle from harm.
Their calling is to shelter the jungle?
Yet countless years have passed since the king made his request manifest, perhaps too many years. Some who witnessed those times firsthand have had their memories fade as the centuries passed, and have long forgotten the very reason for this sworn task. And not just the why, but also the what. You may call them the protectors of the land, young one, but you are sorely mistaken. It is not the jungle they pledged to protect.
I don't understand.
They were scattered throughout the 6 reaches of Aboka, to be sure, but not for the reason you think. They were sent to guard the 6 entrances to what you refer to as the Serpentine Labyrinth.
Then the Serpentine Labyrinth is more than just a myth?
When August made his last stand, he bid Moramar and I to return to the surface without him. Our purpose, given by the king himself, was not to guard his side. It was to deliver his orders unto the Nockwools. They were to seal the entrances to the labyrinth and ensure that nary so much as a man's breath penetrate into its recesses.
Sajaka, let me interject. You said the Nockwools are to guard the 6 entrances to the Serpentine Labyrinth.
Correct.
Our annals state that there are 7 Nockwools, but you mention only 6 entrances. Then where is the 7th one? What is he protecting?
He was different from the rest. In ancient times, he was referred to as the Death-born Zol, and his purpose was to serve the hallowed leader of the Cimmerian adherents.
You mean August's sworn enemies?
Indeed, he was one of the Zol Triumvirate. But during his fierce clashes with August, he came to see the light. I know not where he is or what his task is, perhaps. No, speculation is not my forte. He is impossible for me to read.
Sajaka, I have more to ask you. August's sword, Otherzine, led me here to this very spot. Before I began private tutelage, my father often read to us a poem, and one verse sticks out to me to this day. When disaster is nigh, and evil has descended, brandish the sword to the heavens, and all shall be mended. The light that pierced the sky signaled the top of this peak. I know the Founder King left something, or someone, very important with you. But Otherzine was not our only beacon. The twinned world tree, whose power wanes even as we speak, gave a rosalaceous palm to Noxie and Rewind, and as gave something to you. The winds of change are sweeping Ulbuka, threatening to blow away all she embraces. And this change bodes ill for all of us. Horrific beasts of unforeseen origin are appearing in greater numbers by the day. Land shivers threaten to knock over even the stoutest building in Adoulin. Trees wither and die, and the water runs foul. Tell me, Sajaka, why? Why is this happening? Isn't there anything we can do to stop it?
Sajaka's tired. You go away now.
Please, if you know anything, share it with us.
The seals on the Serpentine Labyrinth wear thin. The spirits of the past are beginning to reawaken.
The spirits of the past? Do you mean those who commanded the Cimmerian adherents?
None other. Despite his monumental strength, even August was not able to vanquish them. Merely sealing them within the labyrinth's confines took all of his strength. And yet he succeeded in stopping him. The Lord of the Serpentine Labyrinth, Hades.
So this entity has a name.
Darkness threatens to choke his land once more. He returns. The smell of the wind, the undulations of the land. It is now as it was then. Like a harsh wind chipping away at a boulder, his return is sluggish but inevitable.
And what then, when he returns to Ulbuka?
You too, child, must sense it. Forces antithetical to all life strengthen with each passing day. As they wax, the power of the world tree wanes. Having lost its twin, it coalesced in its energies into its roots and took hold deep within Hoboken soil. It is spread throughout the land, quelling all the evil that sought to consume it. Countless years have passed since then, and as the World Tree aged, it began to lose its potency. The land shivers are but a physical manifestation of this phenomenon. Each shudder is the World Tree trembling in agony.
And what? What if its power is completely lost?
Then all that August worked to contain will spill out onto the surface. Hades' wait is almost over. His black heart is growing stronger as we speak. Calamity will befall us once again. The air is a stifling miasma. Miasma. Is that right?
Miasma.
Miasma. The water, a fetid pool. The land, a shattered palisade. In the jungle, a lifeless husk. Apparently I'm stupid. Don't know half these words.
No, you're not.
I'm not very well educated. Black flames will scourge the forest, rending all life from stem to stern, spelling a brutal end for us all.
This is the inevitable conclusion of all we have faced so far. How can we stop it?
We cannot.
It can't be. Sajaka, you stared into the Serpentine Labyrinth and lived. You must know something.
Young child and her friend, I am but a relic of the past. Would that August were alive, things may be different. If not his body, then at least his spirit. But it is still chained within the Serpentine Labyrinth's most inner recesses. During August's crusade, he was ruthlessly devoted to his cause, and the World Tree was at the height of its power. I feel like we're going in circles. And I had just been freed, my blood boiling for revenge. These three forces combined to seal that dark malady deep within, my lady. Yet despite the most favorable of circumstances, he failed to eliminate the threat completely. This time, we have no light of hope to guide us. Though I remain in his realm, I still bear the wounds I suffered during that struggle. As I alluded to before, even if I were healthy, the Founder King's spirit is trapped, and the World Tree has begun to crumble. Yet despite all this, mankind insists on working its utmost to destroy the wilds. And here I sit, bearing the same injury, and even you and your lot I would forgive, but my heart still pulses with rage at the mere thought of the evil sealed away.
Unleash a feral scream is the right one. Whatever has gotten into you?
Stop that this instant. Forgive my sudden outbursts. Whatever the case, our three lights of hope have been extinguished.
But surely there must be something. Maybe if there was some way to save the World Tree.
The world is made up of one simple truth. If something can grow old, it can die. But perhaps there's a way to reverse the process.
What are you proposing?
First, a brief lesson. The World Tree's origin is not in Oboka. To hear August tell it, he had retrieved a young branch of the World Tree from a far-off land and planted it here, in this continent. It sprang forth from the soil and began to bud before one turn of the moon, its limbs stretching so high they must have touched Altana herself. If we were to do the same thing at this time, the roots are already here to work with. So if we were to...
So if we were to find a similar branch...
Then the World Tree will burst into existence much as it did then, only faster.
But the question remains, where did he possibly find such an object?
A light's land. The World Tree grew in a sanctified place filled with light and surrounded by serene waters. In a place that we once called Razoa. There was once a light's land in the frozen continent. Nevertheless, its presence is but a memory etched into a tattered canvas.
Razawa. We only know it as a land wrapped in the flames of war.
but I can feel it. A spark of brilliance located within a stifling place. Stifling. When the world tree sensed changes occurring here, it gifted a piece of itself, creating a new light's land here. I can feel it. Soft vibrations in the land, calling me there.
If it's as simple as going there, then...
No, even though you have seen the reality, there is nothing you can do. I, and I alone, have the power to access the light's land. But the trauma I have suffered is too great, and my constitution is too frail. Those blasphemous entities stripped me of my scales, cursed them, and scattered them throughout the land, like Seath the Skellis.
Yeah.
This is why my wounds will never heal. I cannot fly as long as my scales are held captive. Not now, not ever. Even the slightest flap of my wings sends jolts of pain down my spine. Oh, that's sad.
That is sad.
Circling the mountain's top is all I can bear before I am forced to make landfall. Arriving at the light's land, beyond question.
Sajaka.
I have searched many of your lifetimes for even one, but to no avail. I have no other avenues to try, and cannot disperse the evil.
Where could his scales possibly...
This may come as a surprise. Believe it or not, this expansion came out after Dark Souls.
Really?
Yeah, 2012, did it not? And Dark Souls was 2010, 11?
Oh my goodness.
Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy.
Dark Souls is old now.
Yeah.
15 years. We still play it like it's... Like, well, at least twice a year, 3 times a year.
Oh, at least.
You already mentioned it. I'm like, really?
I know, because you have a new setup for us with like a side-by-side and cameras and everything, and we've never played like that. It's something new.
We did a level 1 challenge last time.
Yeah,
like 3 months ago.
This time we're gonna be kicking all the butts.
No challenge. Just fuck it.
Yes.
Whatever you want to do.
Exactly. Back to Adoulin.
Honestly, level 1 challenge wasn't really that hard. As long as you play it right.
We did good together.
I mean, yeah, you die pretty fast, but you would think it'd be harder, but it really wasn't.
Yeah, we did really good. I was proud of us. Marjami Ravine? Nope, we don't have that one. Okay, so go back. It mentioned 2 that are close. Khmer Drifts, Frontier Station. We're going to the Woe Gates.
Whoa! The Woe Gates.
Somehow it doesn't surprise me to find you here. The sealed ruins and the Woe Gates must lead to the Serpentine Labyrinth. I can feel it. I how can we get inside?
Panic.
Taru, panic! What's that? I remember you.
It has been a while. Come. If we do not make haste, the gate will open.
He's calling to us. We've got to hurry. Quickly before we lose him. Go ahead and call out our trust, because we'll have to take down Invisible to examine a spot in everything here, Agros.
Okay.
Ball? This way. Ball? Touch the darkened crevice. It's so creepy.
I know. Quite the confused melee we have stumbled into.
Umbral's fighting Leafkin? What on Vana'diel is going on?
Poor Leafkin.
Poor Leafkin. Oh,
Oh,
he
it
ate
ate him.
him.
Like a Highlander.
If Moromar's still alive, he's like hundreds and hundreds of years old.
Draculan, what took you so long? Like he would ever lose before I got here. See? Where's the respect you're supposed to show your elders? Never forget who's the older one here. Complaints can come after. We have work to do. You got that right. Numberless horde indeed. I hack and hack, but they keep on coming. You there, the rug cat. We gotta get out of here. Follow me. What do you call you?
The rugrat.
Oh, I meant to say rugrat.
Oh, I thought he really did call you a rug cat.
My brain said cat.
All right. You're the party leader, so touch it again to take us to battle.
We have to battle something?
I know, it's weird.
Wow.
We lose if any NPCs die.
Oh, whoa. Better be careful then.
So we'd have to watch that whole cutscene again. Oh, I like all the people that are going to fight with this.
If the Leafkin dies, we lose?
Any NPC dies, we lose.
We have them just stay here?
I wish.
Are they coming to us?
Well, Darkulian said they're almost here.
I think so. There's nothing, nowhere to go. Yep.
Oh, there they are. Time for a good old-fashioned slaughter.
Careful, Leafkins. No, 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 no. Hit me. Hit me.
That's right. We're strong. Hit us. I thought it was over. It's not.
Nope.
I love how the Leafkin are helping.
I know.
They're really cute.
This is our life now, I guess.
Fighting Umbrals. That's what we do now. Did we win?
Or did we lose? When the Leafkins die?
I hope not.
Got them all cleaned up? Have to admit, you got more spunk than I thought possible. Yo, Darkulian. Those eyes of yours are sharper than I gave them credit for. When have I ever lied to you? Well, I'll be. Arcilia, you've grown, that's for sure.
Grown?
And you must be Noxie and Rewind.
And you might be?
Me? Just old Moramor. Always have been, always will be. Haha.
Moramor? But that's the name of the Founder King's general.
General? That's a title I haven't heard in a while. Been ages since someone's called me that. And I had thought to hear that again. Never thought I'd hear that again. But yes, I am that Moramor. Glad to see that Orthosin's been kept safe all these years.
You know about the sword? But, I mean, just look at you.
It's been much more of a few moons since I've seen it, and I'm getting on in years. But you didn't just come here to listen to me ramble. You're in search of the scales, right?
How could you possibly?
It takes a wolf to know the heart of a beast. Not that I think you're a beast. You are more like a cub. Ah, that's rich coming from you. Sometimes I wonder why I don't just throw you in the Zoldolf River. I've been at this for a very long time. I've never had a smart aleck, of a companion as this lump of fur. Fate binds us together, Moramor. You know that. And surely we have better things to do than sit here casting aspirations on one another. Got that right. Back to the matter at hand. I've got an idea where you can find those scales you're looking for. Of course, nothing's sure in the muddied waters of Abolka, but even the smallest possibility is better than nothing. But if you want to find them, you'll need to convince them.
Convince whom? To whom are you referring?
The spirit of youth. Good to see you're so eager to keep on top of things. This whole colonization thing is best left for the young. Old fuddy-duddies like me have no place in, better stop myself before I get further off track. I'm talking about Sajoka, of course. If you want to find the scales, you gotta need to convince them, and I'll come along to help.
The land shiver.
We're running out of time. We need to hurry. I made a promise to August. I don't need to intend to break it.
Gotta dig it out of my fanny pack there.
You want to take a break from XPing for a little bit and do some capacity points or ambuscade or something?
Sure.
Are you ready?
Ready.
Are you ready?
I think so.
Let's do this.
Alright. We're gonna crystal warp to Khmer Drifts.
There's a huge hornet's nest on our second floor of the porch, so I can't really reach it. So I'm scared to death every time I enter the house. I'm about to get stung.
I know, me too. And every time I leave the house, I look around. Like, are they gonna come down?
I try to spray at the water hose. I think I just pissed them off. That didn't do anything.
Yeah, I think you need to spray them with, like, poison. But how do you avoid spraying yourself?
And it's really far up there.
Yeah.
I guess I can get my .22 rifle and just start shooting it.
I mean, you could, but I wouldn't recommend it.
And put holes in my ceiling too.
And have the cops called.
How about a flamethrower? That seems smart.
That seems smart. Yeah.
Airsoft gun.
There you go.
Strong enough to destroy a nest, but not strong enough to penetrate the house.
Paintball?
Messy.
Messy.
Airsoft is where it's at. You're basically shooting little rubber BBs at it. And it'd be fun.
Added bonus.
Do we have to talk to that damn dragon again?
Yep.
You know, Corona's kind of gross.
Yes, it is.
Took a long time for me to realize that. Darkulian and Moramar, too. And also, you two. Even a cage Opo knows that it cannot reach the Panama tree. Or Panama, not Panama. This was your doing, I assume. 'Twas. I know not what you plan, but I could have my answer engraved on a stone tablet and you would just claim it to be illiterate. Come on, soldier. You're not one to forget the oath you swore to August to protect the wildlands? Or do you mean to say you wanted to help when it was convenient for you, and the rest of us be damned?
Please, mighty dragon, we need your aid.
No, be gone.
But this is the will of the king himself.
What you would ask of me cannot be done. August told us to impart one lesson to the people. Never again were to set foot in the wilds.
It's preposterous.
What would you know of the truth? Moramar and I were there, while your far ancestors were doubtless still bickering over some petty land dispute. In any event, the king had but one wish, that none ever enter the continent. But the children of men are foolhardy. Their lives last but an instant, and thus their capacity for wisdom is lacking. They knew his dying words, yet from then until the very day, they never abandoned their desire to terrorize the jungle. The fools are not aware that the world tree's roots are buried deep within the Serpentine Labyrinth, shutting in the forces of darkness from the outside world. No, not only are they ignorant, they continue to harm the tree with each breath they take. Numberless. That's a word, right? Mm-hmm. Are the years I spent watching humanity's Pernicious deeds from atop his frigid peak. I am confident that the king would not have wavered in these dark times man is to leave this place. You sing a tune of gloom and doom, Sajka, but these are desperate times. Who else do you expect to save the world tree? This isn't a question of men nor how long a life you'll lead. Doesn't matter one bit. If the Prince of the Deeps comes back, both man and beast, both the mortal and the ageless, will be swallowed up whole. You know why? Because he detests all life. You're aware of it as much as I am. His scythe will reap all that draws breath. You speak truth. A storm threatens to tear us all apart. The world tree's power has begun to fade, and my wings will not carry me for more than a few brief moments. The Nakuls have been embroiled in conflict from dawn to dusk since the moment Moramar emerged from the cursed labyrinth, and even they have begun to forget why. That's exactly where I'm getting at. Sajka, not even for a second have I forgotten that August gave me the weapon and said never again is man to set foot into the wilds. But think, why, after all these centuries, would the blade burn bright and point these two kids here?
I've been trying to say that the whole time. Don't you agree? There's some deeper meaning. See? We both think so.
I, too, see a reason behind all this. Long ago, when August's dying words had begun to fade into legend, Adoulin set out to recolonize the land.
You're talking about the Great Expedition.
Is that how it came to be known? Trust me, there was nothing great about it. August made a 5-degree turn in his grave, and they all ran howling back to the city when their tails tucked between their legs. And what'd they do when they come back? Made some excuse about needing to respect the dead and erected that huge seal.
A huge seal?
What matters is that they made it. Don't worry yourself with the particulars. When faced with something they do not know, man has a deep-rooted need to seal it away and never think about it again. They cover it, put it away, and pretend like it never existed. August was right. Some people are stronger than others. That's why his first warning came in a dream. He figured that'd be enough. Yippee-hee. But your Ignis is as thick-skulled as a Velk. So when that didn't work, August took a bit of the old world tree's power and turned him into a leafkin.
And the land shivers, are those caused by the Founder King too?
Oh. Would that they were. No matter how strong a man is, he can't make the earth tremble. No, it's 'cause the world tree is losing her strength. It's no surprise you misunderstand. The warnings are graver now than you'd ever read in any of your books. First the king gets poofed into a seedling, and now land shivers. Surely people would think to stop colonization. And in most times, that would have been the case. But no, not with Ignis. Not once has he thought to give in. Not only does he remain resolute, but he even took the curse to his blessing, thinking it'd help him understand the world tree.
Help him understand? I don't follow. Wait, is that why he said the curse must never be lifted?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Some people are stronger than others, but perhaps Ignis is stronger still. And not just him, Arcelia, and all your compatriots who persist in colonizing the land.
No, I'm not sure that's the case. Do you remember the first time we met? It was outside the forest, when a young girl no older than 8 went outside the city walls to find some herbs to help her grandfather. Tiana, of course. I think that we are all weak. We put on airs to protect those we love. For Tiana, it was her grandfather. For my brother, it is the people of Adoulin.
And for the princess, it is not just the people, but all things that live on the continent. Would you not say so?
Assent. Why are you nodding?
I don't know. To protect something they love, huh? Can't say I understand it, but that may be my age showing. Like a chocobo being put out to pasture. Shut your trap. If I wanted your opinion, I'd give it to you. Yeah, that's a good boy. You know what I think, Shachka? August must be pretty conflicted. That's why he used the sword to call him there. Conflicted. Yeah, that's my opinion. Times have changed and new forces becoming to bear. There are so many like Arcelia and like Rewind and that little Noxie over there working for the benefit of Adoulin. Is that so? I've got an idea of where to find your scales. How? How could you possibly know that? You think all I've been doing these long years is slinging my axe around? I may not be as spry as I once was, but I can sneak around like the best of them. You got something to say? Come now, out with it. No, we simply have different perspectives. That's right, different. Now, where was I? Oh, right. You know, there's a reason we haven't found these scales yet. And it's not because we're overlooking something. It's because we aren't searching in the right place. And where would you suggest... I'm sorry, the dragon's not southern. And where would you suggest? Sometimes you can be pretty dense, Sachka. Didn't you just get done saying people aren't nearly as clever as you? ... Nothing beats playing around with a footy-duddy like yourself, but back to the matter at hand.
What are you thinking, Morimar?
Deep within the recesses of the Naukul's charges, that's right. The Serpentine Labyrinth. Or Serpentine, whatever. Tomato, tomato. Why would? Think. That place has been sealed off thanks to the pact they made with August. Some areas haven't been opened up in generations upon generations. The pioneers have tried to make inroads there, but we've met with little success.
So if we could find a way in...
Then there's a chance we can find them. But it won't be enough just to ask the Naukuls to let you in.
We would need more than their permission? You take a long look at your aged matriarch Nakul crest.
They'll need your okay too, Shashka. So say the ritual. At last. I see why you brought them before me. Finally, as I said, August is wondering and confused. All of us know that stopping colonization won't stem the tide of what'll come. The World Tree can't hold out much longer. So I got to thinking. You've got to leap in deep inside the labyrinth, and even if it means letting colonization go on. You can't let them hurt the forest without purpose, right? And you care what happened to this land. You know why he's kept silent all this time? It was to let them meet with the Naukuls and the Leafkin. And with you too, Sachka. Even since that Ignis turned into one of those little green boogers, August hasn't made a single peep like he did during the Great Expedition. No, colonization has proceeded quite smoothly, and the pioneers have breached the reaches in the Serpentine Labyrinth. Is that all you proof you need? There's been no sacrifices and no saviors. Everything's just on the edge of boiling over. Do you disagree? I'm more than willing to listen. Mortimer, my old friend and battle brother, and you, who bears proof of your deeds. Rewind and Noxie if you and your ilk have indeed this new force. More and more thinks you are, then I shall bestow upon you my protection, that you may light the wave ahead. With Sachka's blessing, you should be able to enter areas of the Serpentine Labyrinth that were once forbidden. You know your task is to search for the dragon's scales and get a move on before it's too late.
I'll come with you.
Unfortunately, dear princess, I can't allow you to. Not that I don't appreciate your valor, far from it, but your talents are better used elsewhere. Darkolian can only protect you so much, and there are only other things you need to be doing.
Like what?
Look within yourself. Is searching for dragon scales the best way you can help? What about Adoulin? Don't they need a shining beacon, given the state Ignis is in?
You're right. I'm needed in the city. I know you can do this without me. There are things in Adoulin that only I can handle. Among them, gathering information, and I'm sure you'll do the same, though in a different way. I know searching for those scales will be dangerous, and it may mean your life, but there's no one I would trust more. After all, we each have our role to play. And Darkulian, I know that you talk to Noxie and Rewind telepathically. Could you do the same with me?
Ah, so you knew all along. I will tell you this, there are some things better left unknown.
I'm not one to shy away from candles in times of darkness. The blood of Adoulin courses through me, and I'm prepared to fight.
I see. The girl's got a leg up on you, Shaggy. Then I shall do what I can. Anything I tell Rewind and Noxie, I shall tell you as well. I trust you do not mind.
She has a right to know. I'm so glad to hear you agree.
The Serpentine Labyrinth is a tough nut to crack. You should be able to head to Arcelia from time to time. I'm sure she'll dig up something that'll help you. Suppose there's not much left of me to say. Keep your nose to the grindstone, but not so much that you lose sight of what's important. Yeah, that's a long cutscene.
That was a really long cutscene.
My voice is tired.
All right, warp home. We're going on a quest. Okay. Western Adoulin. Go to an enigmatic device. Outer Recasner. That's the first time we've done that.
You're right. Kind of expensive, 150 to go out
I
there.
know. Good thing we've been turning in a ton of crystals. And we will need trusts.
Feels like an in-game dungeon in here. Like in the
Yeah,
old
it
Final Fantasy
does.
games.
Okay. Follow me. Luckily, I have a really detailed map that has color-coded lines of where to go.
Hold on a second. There you go.
Oh, thank you.
Is it 3 minutes long?
Yes.
Cool, so my jig boots are working. I have to macro in my some gear that AF that makes jigs last longer.
Awesome.
And plus I put points into it for draw points, you know, so I'm sure that counts. I'm pretty sure it's only a minute long if you have nothing on you.
Dang. You do have some boosts.
I could be wrong.
Down the route. This way.
Place is a maze.
Yes, it is. No wonder they call it the Serpentine Labyrinth.
Chocobo.
Oh, you got me. Cool.
You don't need sneak?
Mats are expensive.
I got stacks of it.
And whenever it's a reef, we have to do it anyways, so.
Those evil Tarus?
It looked like evil Tarus, yes.
Or they Mandy's?
Yes.
Oh my god, it's a Taru.
Oh, sorry. I took the elevator. I didn't know you were being chased by the evil Tarus.
Oh, you're being chased.
Oh.
You were.
Whoops.
Where to?
Take the elevator. I'll wait for you.
6 exemplar points. We need to max out your stars.
Mm-hmm. I'm about halfway. There you are. Okay, I'll do Sneak Invisible.
You could just sub dancer for questing.
You know, the next time we warp home, I'll do that. That's a good idea. I like to sub Samurai whenever we're getting capacity points, because I like having Hasso and Meditate. Okay, the first scale should be in this room. There it is. Effigy of Ceiling. Cool. Star Blessed scale.
How many scales are there?
3, but we also have to get a silvery plate because it lets us use the elevator to get the third one, so.
Oh.
Okay.
I thought you were gonna tell me you don't want to know.
Oh no, it's not bad. Just a complicated map. Luckily, we've been here before, because when we were doing all of the reefs so that we could unlock the capacity point bonuses, I figured out how to work this map and what I'm doing. Remember?
Yeah, good job.
That helps.
You're being chased.
Well, how rude.
I wish I could sync invisible both of us.
I know, me too. That'd be nice. Like an AoE dance.
That'd be awesome.
I got a back piece for... Oh, 99 Beastmaster. Oh, neat. I have Beastmaster.
Yeah, I noticed that back pieces drop from reuse a lot, but all the ambuscade capes are better anyway, so there's no point even getting it, you know?
Yeah. Alright, touch the roots. And descend. Okay, go south.
To tell you the truth, I have no clue where we are. I hope you do.
I do.
Where'd you go?
Oh. Come back.
I thought we were going in the gate.
No, we just had to kill that reef.
Oh.
so that we wouldn't get locked out of reefs in case our path gets blocked.
That's why I was confused. I ran in there going, where's Noxie? Where'd she go?
We can fight them up here.
Owned.
Yes.
Up.
Yes. Not gonna bother with pots because there's a reeve right around the corner.
I got a pebble.
Ooh. All right, one of the scales should be in this room.
We've only found one so far.
Mm-hmm. Wait, I saw it. Effigy, where was it? Of ceiling, over here.
place is evil.
Especially if you didn't have a map. I couldn't imagine.
Reminds me of that one of those final dungeons in 12 where it's just endless hallways and just like you don't know where the hell you are.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Did no worky. What do?
Alright, we have to go to pick up this silvery plate. Way over here.
Any ideas?
It's on the map. I just have to figure out how to get there. There's a key item that'll allow you to use that one elevator right there. I just have to figure out how to get there. Oh, we'll just ignore him and kill this Reeve real quick.
This place sucks.
Yes. Yes, it does. Okay. I'll go ahead and sneak invisible. There's a wall there.
Yep, that's a wall.
That's one way that's blocked. There's a wall down there that's blocked. We're gonna have to go down a vine and up and around. We'll see if this vine is blocked or not. There's one down here. This is very complicated.
Yep. I'm glad it's you and not me.
Nope, blocked. Okay, so we have to go to the... Hold on, let me see. check this? No, can't go that way. Okay. I think when the red light's on, we can't use it, but let me check. Oh, it'll work. Okay. Say yes.
And you thought Delphoot Tower was complicated.
Oh, it is nothing compared to this. Try north and see if it's blocked. I bet it's blocked.
Yep.
Up here is blocked.
Pretty sure it is.
Yep. Okay.
Nobody made a map with like a little nice red line showing you where to go.
They did to get to the scales, but not to get to this key item that unlocks the elevator on the final floor. It shows where the elevator is and where the key item is, but not
Bloody
how to
rude.
get there.
That's just bloody rude.
Yes, it is.
Everything in the whole dungeon is really easy too.
Don't know if this is going to get us there or not. We're gonna try. Oh,
What?
you can't use the roots to get back up.
We're stuck?
Okay. There. Oh my goodness. We'll figure this out, don't worry.
I have no clue what's going on. Which is normal.
Oh wait, Umbral. Blocked. Okay. I'll figure this out. Can you pull up your map? That little hole over to the west at C8. That is where we're trying to reach. It has the key item to make the elevator work.
But everything's blocked to get there.
Everything's blocked.
Maybe you have to go to the north side.
Probably.
Maybe we have to drop down in a special area, which we're now screwed.
Oh no, we wouldn't be.
Oh, you don't know that. You underestimate how shitty this 11 can be.
Okay. All right. We're gonna warp out and start over.
Really? We go so far.
Well, we've already got 2 of the scales. We just need the 3rd one, and we just need that silvery plate. Let me pull up. Let me see if I can pull up like a different guide to try to figure out how to get there.
Figured it out.
I think so. I'm running to the bathroom, and then I'll try to lead us.
All right. Oh yeah, the dancer. Yeah, you should do that so we can sneak around. There's not enough beer in the world for this mission.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Okay. We'll do the same thing. We'll warp to
Outer
Recasner.
Lord, make it end. Make our pain go away.
can just get the chest out if we run into a reeve.
Yeah.
Okay.
The jig wore off already?
No, I took off invisible so I could use the roots here.
This is the same place we went last time.
Yep. Found a path to get to the key item to unlock the top elevator. Bless you.
Ooh, bless me. I'm allergic to this mission. This is the type of the mission that makes you sit here and think about your life's choices.
Right.
And then perhaps you strayed too far from the right path in
Like,
life.
how did we get here?
Wait, I thought you... Oh, there you are.
Don't lose me.
Sneaky Taru. This is the same way we went last time.
Yes. You've said that.
I know, but it feels like we're just like...
Trust me, I know what I'm doing
I
this time.
I know. It's just... we got lost in the very last portion, I guess. This looks different.
It's not, but It's cool.
It was a different camera angle.
So this is the path to the first scale. But after you get the first scale, there's a path to go get the key item that you'll need for the last scale.
It's so nice for that one guy to let you know that.
I know, right?
Assholes.
Now, at the top of the mission, it says you'll need the key item to do the elevator, but it doesn't tell how to get there. So I have like 6 tabs open right now.
That sounds like 11 right there. This game isn't a game you actually play.
You mostly research.
You mostly research. You follow guides.
Yes.
If anybody can beat this game from start to finish without a guide,
Wow.
you're full of shit. First of all.
It's
impossible.
You did not do that.
You did, yeah, first of all, you did not do that. It's freaking impossible to beat this game without a guide. Which is actually kind of shitty game design.
Multiple guides.
Yeah, multiple guides. That is terrible game design. Think about it.
Mm-hmm. Now, in 14, I've had to look up, like, specific mechanics for certain, like, boss fights or trials or something like that. Like, we all wiped what went wrong. But on the whole, it tells you where to go and what to do in the game.
Yeah.
And when we do that game, we will not be reading out loud.
No, that'd take, like, 3 times as long as this game.
And so many hard words to say. Okay, so here is the room with the first scale. Right over there. But we're gonna go over this way to a path to the key item for the third scale. For the elevator. Weird, my jump missed. The heck? I never miss. Phew, not blocked. Okay. I found it.
Good job.
Only took 6 different tabs.
That's right.
Multiple guides.
Gotta max out your memory of your computer.
Yes.
Is this a key item that will be with you forever, or just temporary?
I think forever. I think we'll always be able to use the top elevator now. Taru panic. Silvery plate.
That's a wall. We're locked in now. The heck? Do you have to like warp
This
out
way?
now?
Nope. You had to like touch a hidden key item or hidden question mark thingy. Game's getting to me.
I hear you. I hear you. Could be worse. Could be wings.
That's true.
Wings was so long.
Wings was so long. And we are halfway through chapter 4. We have done half of chapter 4 today. We started with the very last mission of chapter 3 this morning. So we are doing good.
Good progress.
Yes. Roots. I don't think we're close enough to that reef that we have to do it.
No. Only if you have the little sword symbol next to your name.
That's true.
You're doing good though, honey.
Why, thank you.
For real, thank you for doing this.
We have, while I was in that elevator cutscene, we finally have a new riff tracks with a real Hollywood movie. Just released today, Time Cop.
Oh,
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Is that the one you have to sync yourself, or is it like the live show?
It was their live show, which we missed in August, but they're releasing it for.
But it's
website
actual
today.
live. It's not just a thing you have to sync yourself, right? Just to.
No.
Okay, that's cool. I'll have to download that later.
Yes, because I really liked Time Cop. I love Van Damme movies. They're great. I liked the one where he had to save the world at the hockey game.
Yeah.
And Hard Target, that was a great one. He had to help her find her daddy. And she was like 30 years old, but it was her daddy. And they said that over and over again. And it just cracked me up. Like,
Let's stop it already. In every Jean-Claude Van Damme movie, they always have to explain where he has the funny accent.
yeah, because he's not ever going to get rid of that accent. So they have to explain it.
But in Arnold movies, they just don't even try to explain it.
Yeah.
It's just how he talks. Like a Terminator that tries to infiltrate with the accent. Why would you do that?
That's a good point. That's not to think about it.
And we know that he can do any voice he wants, but he chooses to have this thick Austrian accent.
Yes.
It's funny. Don't think that hard into it.
Yeah. Sometimes we finish one of the reefs and I'm like, okay, now where were we?
I know.
Only one scale left. We can do this.
Can we? I don't know, man. I'm this close to tapping out.
Can't tap out now.
Too far in.
That's right. We are 70% done with Adoulin. Can't tap out now.
Well, I meant for the day, not like forever. We have hardcore at 11 though in the last 3 weeks.
Yes, we have.
I mean, really hardcore. Like, I didn't even want to be a dancer 3 weeks ago, and here I am. I have stars over my name now.
I know, right? It's crazy. This makes the walk up Delphix Tower seem like child's play.
Oh, so that's nothing now, man. Every room looks the same.
I can't imagine doing this without a map. And a guide. Multiple. Alright, here is the elevator that would not work before. Or the vertical transit device, if you're an alien. Or a lift, if you're British.
Vertical transit device.
It's working! Bless you.
Sorry, I keep sneezing tonight. Man.
Find the barrier. There it is.
I miss Delphi's Tower.
Did you ever think you would say that?
That's the good old days. This area makes me want to commit suicide. I'm gonna jump off that building right over there. Be right back.
Oh no, don't.
That's okay, there's like nowhere.
It'll be okay.
Yeah, it'll be okay.
It'll be okay.
I have to have like a little hotline number on the bottom of the screen for suicide prevention.
Right.
Are you playing Seekers of Adoulin?
Don't worry, it's not forever.
Don't give up
hope. This too shall pass. This isn't purgatory. It'll be fine.
No, but true story, she actually recommended before we played again to go get some alcohol. This
It'll make it easier.
This game has driven us to drink. That's where we are now in our life.
Where we're at.
It's not just like the normal gameplay, it's the story.
Yeah.
It can be a little... Oh, it's dead end?
No. This is where we get the scale.
Oh, okay, okay, good.
We made it.
I don't believe it.
You're like, great, another dead end.
I was about to get another drink. Is that demonic archive? Is that what it said?
Yeah. You have found 3 scales. Warp home.
It is demonic. Only Satan himself could design this level.
I agree.
Are we done with story for the night?
No, we're gonna wrap up this mission. We gotta go give the dragon his scales, and then we're done for the night.
Is that mission 4 done? Or is that just 4?
That will finish this mission, 4-3-2.
4-3-2.
That's what.
Man, it sounds like, man, we're just knocking them out, man.
All right, it's a crystal warp.
4-3-2-1 Part
A.
B.
Okay. Oh, crystal warp to Khmer drifts. We can give the dragon back his scales. We found him. It only took quite a bit of alcohol and several
You can
tries.
suck on it, dude.
You know what? You know where you can put these scales?
You can stick it right up your bum.
Right up your butt.
Your scaleless, ugly bum.
Nope, wrong button. I meant... There we go. So now I'm invisible riding my thing. It's cool.
It's kind of cool. I'm thinking Star Trek and Cuddle sounds good right now.
That does sound really good.
I'd say ice cream, but I can't go down that path again. I must resist. That should be Bluebell's new motto, is resistance is futile.
Yes. Picture of the Borg.
You know you want it. You can't resist. You didn't know Bluebell's like a Texas ice cream that's like liquid crack.
It is very, very good.
And very bad for you.
And very addictive.
I used to eat like the whole pint of ice cream because I'm an addict. And they're like almost 1,000 calories.
For a pint.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. There's so much sugar in that thing. It's probably like 3 days allowance of sugar in that little thing of ice cream.
Well, it's a lot.
It's terrible for you. But I stopped eating it. I'm doing good.
And get rid of all my maps pulled up of Outer Rakazner. That was torture.
My skells. I can scarcely believe they are all here.
I hope he appreciates all we went through.
I know. Utterly, utterly amazing. I had long reassigned myself to eternal pain, but now I remember what it feels like to be whole. It's all fading away. The nightmare is over. Amen, brother.
He speaks for the audience. He's doing his Superman thing.
I am free! Once more will I be able to soar above the clouds, feeling the wet droplets coalesce on my flesh. Children of man, you have my thanks. Now that I am once whole again, I will aid your cause. A dragon does not forget his promises.
That's cool. Dragon vision. Is this a world tree sapling? Like the one August brought back from Rozawa?
So what now, Sachka? You feel like humanity isn't as hopeless as you thought? My friend, these outsiders, what did you call them? Adventurers. They journey the land for all sorts of purposes. Fame, fortune, justice, wanderlust. Here, they fulfill the roles of pioneers. They come from the Middle Lands, but they have been all over the world. Some went to, what was it called? Ottergon, where they served as mercenaries. Color me impressed. You have certainly been busy when not under my gaze. We talk of August and curses, ancient empires and forgotten kingdoms, but what Vanadale is today, it is because of young men and women like Rewind and Noxie over there, that little midget. An age of adventure. Speaking of powers long forgotten, back in those olden times, there were three forces that made all this possible. The savage yet noble hero, King August. The twin world tree, which watches all over life. A twin?
Twinned? Yep.
You, Sachka. Yeah, and you, Sachka, a holy dragon whose light shines like the freshly woken sun. I'm breaking down in real time. I thought I had all been lost. We worked as hard as we could, yet it was all we could do to seal away Hades. And now, with those forces in a precipitous decline. Why am I talking like a redneck?
I don't know.
I'm
I was
dragon.
wondering. Redneck dragon.
I thought there was no way to save this land. I'm losing it. Up until this moment, I had taken these phenomena to herald the beginning of time of the end. I thought myself irreparably shattered. Yet now my wounds are mended. This is all thanks to you. With this, you should be able to restore the world tree. 2 of the 3 are ready to be brought to bear. Now what about August, whose spirit is held hostage in the Serpentine Labyrinth? Oh god, don't make me go back there.
Don't make me go back.
If we only had something that could compare to his valor.
We do. You have traveled through Vanadiel. There is a certain song that you perhaps may have heard of. It shelters us in times of need.
A mere song?
Yes. This song has been passed down in Adoulin from generation to generation, and is said to have come from the goddess herself. Though storms may brew and threaten the land, there is one shining star that shall help us to stand.
Hey, you're supposed to sing that.
No, I'm good. It remains resolute, before man, before beast, and brings with it a song, a bright hope when fortune has ceased. This ally is just, its eyes raised to the sky, protecting us from our foes, a blessing from on high.
Your song sucks.
It has been around longer than Adoulin, and some scholars assert that it was originally sung in a tongue not known to the people of Vanadiel, and the section we know is but one part of the greater whole. Our interpretation may be wrong, but nonetheless, it is a beacon that guides Adoulinians in dark times. The goddess of the dawn has served as our eternal protector, and we cannot help but think these words spilled forth from her lips. Hearing this song now, I feel like all hope is not lost, that tomorrow will be a brighter day. As Sajika said, maybe we do not have the 3 forces that sealed Hades away so long ago, but we have something now that they did not. Just like a holy dragon rising valiantly from the peaks, just like a young tree stretched defiantly toward the heavens, we have a new power standing right by our side.
So the light of dawn comes from the east. And the new power can cleanse evil, expel monstrosities, and conquer the darkness.
Sajika, this sapling you have given us, what are we to do with it?
When August recovered the sapling from Razwa and brought it here, he planted it in one of the most sacred areas of Uboka. But such an area would have long since fallen to the choking miasma of the Serpentine Labyrinth, otherwise known as Hell. Were you able to affix it to the roots of the existing world tree, you may be able to bring it back to life. I have not the faintest notion of how.
Not at all?
Unfortunately, but do not fret, young one. Should you desire to aid the world tree, all you need to do is ask it.
Ask the world tree? How would we go about doing that? Wait, could you possibly mean...
I see you are starting to realize at last. Your first order of business is to restore the world tree. That is the only way to bolster Yoboka against the evil within.
And that's a wrap for the day.
And that's a wrap.
Halfway through chapter 4.
Oh, time to start drinking.